Hi everyone, it's Anne from Martin House Flowers. Hope you guys are having a great day and a great weekend. So if you can see above me, the dark clouds are rolling in. We have about a 55% chance of rain today, so I'm so excited about that. So I just wanted to take you along today on a couple projects. It was time to get a haircut. I got a haircut, Eddie got a haircut, and it was time to give the Nepeta cat's pajamas a haircut. So I got up really early this morning, early for me, and I was in the garden at 8 a.m. hoping to beat the heat, but still managed to get a little moist. So sadly, my hydrangeas, my big leaf hydrangeas, I woke up this morning, looked at them, and so many of the blooms had turned brown, basically fried. So as I had mentioned previously, there was some new growth on the inside of the hydrangea shrubs. So I went ahead and cut back the blooms that were all brown, and I'm hoping that they will leaf out. And and I think I mentioned too that I have been watering those faithfully every single day. But the fact that the hydrangea blooms were forced in the greenhouse at Proven Winners, they arrived first week of May, and I planted them, and basically they've had about 6 weeks of blooms, and some of them with the heat just got completely fried. So very unsightly. I thought they needed a haircut. So yeah, you'll see that. And tomorrow is Friday, and I did receive a couple of my Heirloom Roses that I ordered to replace the David Austin roses from David Austin directly. The fact that they didn't arrive, I had ordered 3, so I've got 2 roses to plant in the ground. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow, but that will be featured on this video. And that's about it. So, I do have another plant I have to put in my baptisia. So hopefully my husband will dig a hole for that, and I'll be able to drop that in. It looks like a 2-gallon pot. Typically I can handle that no problem. But I did, to be quite honest, hurt my back about 2 weeks ago. I'm struggling with sciatica. So I've been able to basically not do much in the way of weeding, mostly just watering, and this job this morning of giving the Nepeta a haircut and the hydrangeas a haircut was really all I could manage today. So it's really important, I should take my own advice, to pace yourself in the garden. Make sure you do all your proper stretches and all of that before you go into a full day of gardening. And I've been gardening pretty steadily ever since I retired at the beginning of March. So I think it was an indication to me that I needed to slow down. And honestly, we've taken on a lot of new projects this spring and summer. So we'll go from there, and hopefully all of you are doing well, and that you will have a great weekend and spend some time in the garden. So thanks for joining me, and please subscribe and like, because that will help algorithms. I still have a few subscribers, and I'm really hoping to continue this. So I hope you do enjoy my videos. Thank you so much. So it's almost the end of June, last week of June, and it's time to cut back the cat's pajama Nepeta. I wait till they're pretty much brown like this, and I cut them back so that I get a second flush. So let me do that and show you after. So there's all the cat's pajamas cut back. I went pretty hard. So it's been 91, 92 degrees all week. It's early Friday morning, and I woke up to these 2 shrubs being completely browned, and I have been faithfully watering, but with all that new growth on the inside, I decided those once they go brown like that, they're not going to recover, and they were pretty much forced. These are the big leaf Skyview hydrangeas, and they're pretty much forced in the greenhouse at Proven Winners. And so when they came, they were fully they were in the greenish stage, greenish blue, and then they bloomed out, and the heat that we've been having just fried them, literally. So I'm going ahead and cutting back these 2 for now, maybe that 3rd one. and that'll allow the new growth to come through for the rest of the summer. So not sure if I'll get more blooms, but that's where we're at. So just to demonstrate where I'm cutting, you see all this growth right here. That right above it is where I pruned the dead leaves and the hydrangeas. So I'm going to come in here as well, right above there, and continue that way. These are the bloom-struck hydrangeas that I planted in spring of 2022, so they are on their second year. This one was replaced last summer because there's three back here. Let me step back. So that middle one did not survive. It did not overwinter. So my nursery, where I picked up most of our trees and shrubs, Wasco Nursery, they were kind enough to warranty it for me, and so replaced that one. So you can tell it's half the size of the other ones that are a year older. So thundering is happening. Let's just take a peek here at my other hydrangeas, and I will show you. Oh yes, these are the quickfire fabs that are about to bloom out. You can see. So I think in another week, oh, there's a couple buds starting. They're supposed to be the first of the paniculata to bloom, so it looks like they will bloom before my Bobo hydrangeas over there and my little lime. There's the Bobo to see the stage that they're at. Bobo hydrangeas. Carefree Wonder finishing off the bud. I have to come in here and deadhead Eden, but there's Eden. Midas Touch has a little bloom, and David Austin, Lady of Shalott, this is her second set of blooms. She was planted last fall. So I just wanted to quickly, oh, there's Earth Angel. Let's focus in on her, look at her. So here are the remaining blooms of the hydrangeas that I pruned this morning. So as you can see here, I deadheaded all of this, but saved most of the leaves. But they all have, it seemed to be equal amount of new growth on the inside. This one right in the middle gets the most sun. The other four are somewhat sheltered by the tree. So that's what that looks like. And we are going to get some rain, so we'll not need to water. So these are the 2 Heirloom Roses that were just delivered today that will get into the rose bed. I think I'm going to plant Princess Alexandra of Kent here, which does have a few leaves already. She's a bit of a brighter pink corally rose, so I think I'm going to plant them on the left side there, next to Queen of Sweden, which are on the far left. And this one here is Arctic Blue. She's more of a compact rose, and she might go in front of the greenhouse. I haven't decided yet, because there is room in the spot right beside New Dawn, the climber against the arbor. So there's an empty spot there you can see. So I could put her there. I mean, that would be safest, because then when I put down the soaker hose when we leave on vacation, it'll get a good amount of watering. So I think that's probably the safest. So I will end up, there are 11 roses there now, combination of David Austin and Heirloom Roses. So I will have 13 by the time I plant these 2. And then I think that's the max that I'm going to put in there. They range from anywhere from 12 to 15 to 17 inches apart. I did sort of a zigzag. I'm not sure if you can get the idea of that, but I did duplicates of Queen of Sweden on the far left, and then I have 2 Olivia Rose Austins in the middle right there that have the little trellis still intact from the container. So next on my to-do list, I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow, but these cat's pajama Nepeta could probably use a haircut as well, like I did with the ones around the mailbox. So as soon as I start seeing them look brown, it's time for a haircut, and they will get a second flush because I did that with the ones by the mailbox last summer. So there you go. My new rose bed, planted about a month ago. So here's the rose bed, my no-till, no-dig rose bed that was just cardboard on top of, cardboard and then compost and 2 layers of that actually. I composted and cardboard back in the fall, and then this spring I did another layer of cardboard and compost. So this is our no-dig bed, and I have 11 roses and the cat's pajamas, which in the next week or so I will be giving the cat's pajamas a haircut so they can get a second flush. So there's the one I added today, Arctic Blue. That's how they come from Heirloom Roses. They're pretty stripped, but within another week or two they'll leaf out. There's blooms here on all of these 3 to 4 week roses. So there's Rosanna Jacobs. Look at her. Tchaikovsky already had a few blooms and I cut those back, so there's more coming. There is David Austin Litchfield Angel. Finished up those blooms, I missed those. There's Madame Anisette, another white one. This is Olivia Austin. Keep in mind these are baby roses, so the blooms are pretty quick, but then they're not as fully developed as they will be next year. There is, who are you? Oh, she's White Diamond. Small, delicate white roses. And this is the second Olivia Austin. Emily Bronte. A little bit slower to bud up. And there's the one I planted as well today. David Austin Princess Alexandra of Kent. So she's a nice brighter pink. And there's Easy Spirit, another white rose, kind of creamy. And these 2 last ones, David Austin Queen of Sweden. So there's that bloom, Queen of Sweden. I'm really looking forward to this rose. So here's Eddie. He wanted to share his haircut. Or Mommy wanted to share your haircut. Don't you look handsome? It was a haircut day for you and Mom and Cat's Pajamas Nepeta and the Hydrangeas. But it's about to storm outside, honey, so I don't think we can go out. So this is my zinnia bed. It's a really hot day today, so I'm gonna have to water these really well. I'm doing a test where I'm doing half the bed direct sow, and you can see there that I have all Baker's Creek Queen Lime series. So the first row will be orange, Queen Lime Red, and then Polar Bear. So those are all being direct sowed. I don't know if you can see the seeds, but I'm doing two seeds per spot and basically trying to line them up with the seedlings that I did here. These were started indoors. They have been indoors probably for about 6 weeks. Don't quote me on that. I have to check my journal. But these ones that are seedlings are Queenie Red Lime. These ones are all from, let's see, Zinnia Benary's Giants. So most of these that have been planted here are Benary's Giants. And sorry, these are all from Johnny's. And then the ones on the other half are from Baker's Creek. So we'll see how they do. And we're hoping to set up drip by the end of the day, but we'll see about timing. And we'll go from there. So hubby's just moving the grass over to the side so he can put cardboard down underneath. This bed, in full disclosure, this bed, red, white, and blue bed, we had already put the sod down, leveled it off, and then forgot about the cardboard, so I did it reverse. I put the cardboard on top. So as I was punching holes for my seedlings, I basically punched them with my nib over here. These are my two favorite tools for planting. When you're working with good soil that's soft, whether you're planting bulbs or seedlings, this is my favorite tool, the nib. I just picked that up on Amazon. And from Duluth Trading, I love this, I don't know what you call this, I call it my mini fork. But I got that from Duluth Trading, and I use that. It's great for weeding. It's great for just sort of raking the soil in front of you. Pretty windy. Basically, first level against the sod that's been pretty much killed with all this stuff thrown on top for several weeks. So the first level after the pavers and the sod that's existing, the dead sod, we're laying down cardboard, and then more backfill of the sod, and then finally the garden soil over there that will finally get off our patio, and we can set up the patio properly. So that'll be nice. Hi there. So it was a very productive couple of days. It's Friday evening, and let's see, what did I get accomplished today? I planted the 2 roses that I mentioned from Heirloom Roses. My husband was able to complete all 6 of the raised beds back there. And so tonight I have to finish planting up in these 2 raised beds. The red, white, and blue bed I accomplished yesterday. There's lots of different things there. And then the zinnia bed, half of it is direct sow, and the other half are the seedlings that I germinated indoors under grow lights. So in this bed right beside our taller raised veggie bed, I'll be planting some cucumbers. We didn't have enough time to put the second arbor up, but I will go ahead and plant the cucumbers because they need to get planted. They've already been really affected by the heat. I lost a lot of leaves, but I'm confident they'll come back. So in this bed, I'm going to plant some bells of Ireland, some baby's breath, and then whatever seeds I can manage to fit in there. I have a bunch of, let's see, bachelor's buttons to sow. I have some yarrow seeds. I've got a bunch of stuff. Oh, and I do have some shorter sunflowers I think I'll try to put in here. So all direct sow in this one bed. So yeah, thanks for joining me again. And it's been a very busy couple days, but feeling really good about it. And we still have to get the drip set up. So that might be an early morning thing tomorrow, because it was a really hot day and I feel really bad. My husband had to work through that. But the one thing that is missing, you'll see that at the front there, we've got some landscape fabric. So we're going to be putting down cardboard and landscape fabric and then mulch for the pathways. So I'll show you that on the next video. And also coming up on the next video will hopefully be in the next, probably in another week to 2 weeks, we'll be furnishing the greenhouse because it is pretty much ready. There's just the door to go in and the top fence, and then we'll be good to go. So thanks for joining me again, and I hope you're having a great weekend. Bye-bye.